20 days passed. They began to adapt to this new life in Paris. He was used to being alone, but now he was slowly adapting to this new life. From the age of 18, he was living alone. He also had the habit of doing his own work. But since he came to Paris, he had no work to do because Bella had taken all his responsibilities in her hands. She cared for Tay like a child. They felt very strange at first, but when Bella started scolding him, he got a little scared. Well, now Bella had taken all the responsibility in her hands. He usually breakfast alone in his apartment. Sometimes Jimmy was with him, but now every breakfast is with Yogi and Bella. Jimmy was also stay with them. He was happy. Now he was scolding for coming home late. He was happy someone waiting for him. He was happy his brother spending time with him. They both used to talk about their childhood. Yogi would tell him about his office and he would tell him about his art studio. He was completing his studies and he started decorating his art studio as well. He and Jimmy spent the evening in the studio. Then Dion picked them up and dropped them apartment. Dion is a very good person. Yoongi's best friend. He had started to think of Tae as his younger brother. They also considered him as his brother. But Jimmy started to consider Dion as his idea. He began to dream of him, weird dreams, and he expressed to this Tae. Tae promised him that he will always support him. He had forgot the time spent with Jia. He even forgotten about Korea, but he had to go back. Exams are next month. Dion and he would forget there whenever they together. Dion also liked Jimmy, but he was a very shy person, so he could not tell his story to anyone. But their actions are telling them everything, and they knew that his two friends are soon to be a couple. He was happy. He didn't say it, but even today he missed his oldie. He was lost in Jungkook memories when he was alone in the studio or his apartment room. He smiled at his failed love. He was not crying. He knew that crying would do nothing, so he covered his face with fake happiness. He smiled in front of everyone, but alone he missed his love. When Jimmy fell asleep, he would sit on the balcony and watch the stars. He used to see his father in the stars. He is still searching for Zoe in the stars. He used to remember his past looking at the stars. The balcony was exactly like that of his apartment. It also had a sofa, a table, fairy lights, and a blanket. But he didn't have a person hug his back, a person who kissed his ears, whispered sweet words, a person who laughed at his stupid joke, a person who kissed his lips. There was no person to clean his tears. There was no person who listened his songs. No longer has companion to look at the stars. No one picked him up and put him to the bed. He didn't have his oldie with him. I I missed you oldie. He covered his body with a blanket and looked at the stars. On the other hand, it was evening in Korea as usual. Jungkook was busy at his work. He had stopped to take care of himself. He did not take his medicine on time. He had pain in his chest and left hand, but he ignored. He maybe did not want to live anymore. His daughter took away his happiness. He had seen Jia only twice in 20 days. He lived in the apartment. Lala was right. Jia was really good taking care of herself. He called home every day and asked servant about Jia. Well, Jia didn't care. She had changed a lot now. The new year had completely changed. That her boyfriend? Yes, she forgot about Jimmy and was very happy with her new boyfriend. Jungkook knew. He questioned, but Jia told him to keep on his work. Why should think about you when you don't care about me? Actually, Jungkook told Jia that he will not marry anyone, and if she forced him, he will start your pocket money. This threat was enough. So now Jia did not give any importance to her father. Sir, that person who came to meet you yesterday are sitting outside again. He's saying it is very important to meet you. Jungkook looked at him. I don't want to meet anyone, Mr. Wong. But he is a very stubborn person. I feel sorry for him. Jungkook looked at him, then stood up. Deliver these files to my apartment. I will rest tomorrow. You know my apartment address, Mr. Wong? Yes, sir, I know. Okay, I go. Bye. Yes, sir. Take care of yourself. He smiled, shook his head, and left. Jungkook got off the elevator and went toward his car, but stopped, looking around, his eyes on the man sitting on the bench. He took a deep breath and walked toward the man. You should have talked to me. I am Jungkook. The person looked at Jungkook. His face was covered by the mask. Oh, I thought I would have to sit here for the rest of my life. Don't you have enough time to listen to me, Mr. June? That's why I am here. Well, sorry. You have to wait. The man stood up. Doesn't matter. Can we sit somewhere warm? I'm freezing. Jungkook nodded and led him to his car. I hope you are not a criminal. The man smiled. No, I'm not. He nodded and they both sat in the car. Took off your mask then? No, I have come to tell you something that will shock you. And maybe open your eyes. What? Jungkook put on the seat belt. Don't drive your car. I have to go back. My house is not far. So, tell me what you had to say. Damn. Damn, what happened to him? How do you know him? Who are you? What happened to him? Seeing Jungkook's worried face, the human said, don't worry, he is fine and far away from Korea. I know, he's gone. If you know he is gone, then you will know where he has gone. No, I don't know anything. He did not meet me last time. So it is his fault, Mr. June? No, he is innocent. But maybe he was tired. Was tired? From whom? Loving me. That's why he left. The man took a deep breath. It is also possible that he does not want to go, but he has been forced. Jungkook looked at the man. Who are you? Your well-wisher. Jungkook looked at him silently. I know everything you don't know. It took me a lot of courage to come here. What do you want to say? Your daughter is behind Kim Tae-hyung leaving Korea. Jungkook's eyes widened. Not only that, everything that happened between you and Tae was because of your daughter Jia. She created distance between you two. She was not happy with your relationship. She very cleverly sent videos of you and your friend Lela to Taehyung. And she told him that Jungkook had forgotten his love and is going to marry Lela very soon. What? Jungkook breathed stopped. Not only that, your daughter called Taehyung and told him to leave you otherwise die. One by one, running on Jungkook had. Or maybe Jungkook tried to attempt suicide, but maybe he was survived or he was saved. I don't know. But after that, they left Korea. Mr. Junior daughter Jia is not an innocent girl. She has many faces. And tell you one more thing. She is doing all this to make you lie. You live the life she want. She forced him to leave. He did not want to go, but he saw your videos. He thought you really forgot him. No, no, it's not true. Lala and me are friends. I can never do that. I love that. But that kid thought you move on. Anyways, anyone in his place would think that. Well, one more thing, your daughter was not alone. There was another person with her. Who? Namjoon came. Mr. Namjoon? Yes. Their brother. He wanted to take a revenge on them. He had they. And when he find out that you and they are in love, he sent pictures your daughter. And all these planes are pulled by both of them together. And one more thing, Gia already knew about your and their secret relationship. She knew? Yes. She pretended, but now she succeeded. You were separated. There was anger in Jungkook's eyes. I would have told you the truth a long time ago, but I did not have the courage. But today, I told you everything. I cannot keep the secret of a criminal and participate in this crime. I respect their dad and he loves his son very much. I cannot see his son in pain, so I told you everything. But I did. I lost my love by my own hands. Look, Mr. June, you have to be brave and get your love back. I know he still loves you. Find it and correct your mistake. The man said that and got out of the car. Jungkook saw him leaving. He also followed him. Who are you? How did you know all this? The man looked at Jungkook with tear eyes. Like your trust has been broken by your own daughter. My trust also broken by my own. Jungkook looked questioning. I was Kim Namjoon, ex-fiancé. Jungkook eyes big. I heard it a few days ago. Jia come to meet him at Kim's house. I heard everything. Jungkook cried. Jin come closer to him. That I can do more than that. Do you know where he is now? No. All I know is that he is not in Korea. I don't know where he is. I'm leaving now. Take care of yourself, Mr. June. And this is my card. If you need friend, shoulder, I'm here. And Jin left, leaving, crying, heartbroken, Jungkook alone. Now, Jungkook killed his inner father tonight. Jia had to face the storm tonight.